Hey guys, I got some PR packages I wanted to unbox. I'm just gonna show you what everything is because honestly, like, don't be mad at me and don't be mean, be nice. I'm actually really excited for these items. And so I want to take the time to show them to you and show you everything that I got. I'll do other videos dedicating each video to the products. I feel like that's a good route to move into in 2026. I understand that people still love Ipsy. Don't worry, I'm still gonna be doing my Ipsies. I'm gonna be doing the unboxings. I'm gonna be doing the try-ons, but also brands are releasing brand new product literally all the time. And I know that a lot of us get that FOMO and get that whole, do I really need it? Is it similar to what I already have in my collection? And it's kind of hard to find honest reviews, but here you're going to find that. So let's get the excitement out. I'm gonna go ahead, unbox them, reveal them, give you like first impressions and all that good stuff. And then you'll see videos going up within the next few days where we're gonna really try and review each of the products individually. Okay, so let's dive on it. For starters, we're gonna go ahead and unbag this one, which I haven't opened because, girl, I already know what it is. If you don't know what the PR and all of that, I tend to do these and share with you guys like the products that I do get from brands. So these are products that brands send to me so that I can try, feature in a video, do an unboxing, give you guys swatches, do like product reviews. I think out of everything, I've got like several brand spanking new launches, but this is something that L'Oreal has replenished me a few times and I am obsessed with it. This is their 2% Hyaluron Plump Replumping Leave-In Serum. First of all, I'm not even gonna smell it because I know what it smells like. It smells absolutely amazing. It smells so good. So L'Oreal has sent me several different versions of PR, several different versions of their Elvive line. And this one here is hands down my favorite, the purple one. I have very thin hair. As you can see, this is like 2 days in, but it's very thin. And you know, if you're not new here, you already know the issues that I've always had with my hair, but it is so healthy. I never even did anything up here and I have some volume and I'm constantly using the Elvive, but the Hyaluron Plump, the one that's like 2% for up to 72 hours hydration. If this does not speak to what that says, I don't know what will. And I also love this for my kids. They have, well, mainly for Cam because Ty has a lot of hair. This not only hydrates hair, which curly hair tends to be very dry, but also it's great to apply on the hair when it's wet because it dries up really fast. It keeps it moisturized and you can detangle, and then after that you don't do anything. Like with Cam, I don't even go in with creams or anything because this adds all the hydration that she's going to need. So they gifted me that. Muchas gracias. And if you're interested in anything that I'm going to feature or that I am featuring, I'll make sure to add them in the description box. So let me grab another box. Add them to the description box. That way you guys can like go check them out. Some may be affiliate links, don't be mad at me, but like I gotta pay bills. And if you use them, I do get a little bit of a kickback. It's basically me referring you guys over there because my review of the product sparked some interest. If you choose to use my link, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate you because I know you don't have to, you know? So thank you, mija, thank you. Then I ended up getting this, which Eva Longoria has always been stunning. And it says craving out of the box color hair. And I was like, did they send me box dyes? Because a few months ago, they sent me their entire hair dyeing system, the one that's rechargeable. You put the cartridge in. Girl, like I keep coloring my hair. It's doing the most. Like I have zero complaints. It definitely does the job. I remember some people got mad at me and were like, I still see some grays. They weren't gray. I used the blue black. My grays were blue, like a silvery blue, and so that's why you could kind of still see them, but they weren't like gray. Anyway, I don't know why I'm explaining myself. I thought this was that, and I was like, well, more cartridges would be great and would be appreciated, but I already have the machine. Pero no, they ended up sending me a and then when you open it, it exposes 3 hair care conditioners that are supposed to help with your hair needs, but will also help protect your hair color. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love the conditioners that they put in the hair dye boxes. They tend to smell really good and I feel like they're way more hydrating than like a pump or like a squeeze bottle, like your traditional conditioners. And so I usually ration them and do a little bit. So I'm very blessed to have a little bit of hair in that aspect. So when I saw these, I was like, wait, are these similar to what you would get in a box dye? Because if it is, that would be absolutely amazing. And that is essentially what it it is. Let me know in the comments if you prefer the little hair conditioner tubes that you typically get in a hair dye box, because I do. Let me know like how you feel about them and if you would prefer to get that formula, because if that's the case, they now have those kind of formulas available. So the one that you would typically get with preference is going to be this one over here. It's going to add shine, protect with vitamin E, and because it is sulfate free, which a lot of people are going for the healthier sulfate free type of formulas, you do not have to worry about your hair color fading. Look, defy damage, extend color. I'm so excited. Fairy is another one that I've purchased and I really like the smell, the fragrance of the conditioners. Plus strength, repair with citric acid. Again, all of these are gonna be sulfate free. I'm thinking these might be available at Ulta. I don't know where they're gonna be available, but I am going to link it below because you absolutely need to go shopping. And then we have the third one, Moisture Lock with hyaluronic acid. So these are really, really awesome. And you know that the tubes that you would typically get like in a hair dye box is gonna be like that skinny. You know, it's like that really skinny tube. So anyway, this is really exciting. Let's get into some makeup. So I got a PR package from our friends over at ColourPop. It is going to be their new brow launch. I remember getting an email though, and I was asked to select the shade range that I felt would work for me, and I feel like I went with like brunette. But here is their brow boss level results. We are going to go ahead and fill in our brows in an upcoming video. I'm going to show you each and every one of these, but they did send me 3. Their Brow Boss brow gel, which is in clear. Their packaging, very, very simple, and their gel. I'm familiar with this type of spoolie, the length and the width of it. The formula though, you guys, I feel like, and don't get mad at me, based on the formula, it kind of looks like it would be very similar to the L'Oreal. I could be wrong, and you guys know I swear by this. I've been using it for like a year, if not more. But looking at this, the spoolie doesn't look like the one from L'Oreal, but the formula, as soon as I took it out, it kind of did look like it. Doesn't hurt to compare, you know, affordable products as well. Then we have the Brow Boss pencils. They sent over 3 shades. Here's going to be your packaging. It's very straightforward, simple, clean, and you have the shades over at the top. This one is ash brown, dark brown, and soft black. And they were swatched in the very same order. I feel like the last one, the soft black, is going to be my best bet. I really built up the black in order for you to see that swatch the way that it is. I wanted you to see like the opacity behind it, because I do like the little strokes and I go very light-handed. I feel like it would really fill in my brow and not look like Sharpie brows. The good news is these are really affordable, each of the pencils and the brow gel. So everything goes for $9 a piece, which, like I said, it is extremely affordable. Now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be available over at Ulta. Yes, because it says available right now over at ColourPop.com. You are also able to get it at Ulta, Target, and Amazon very, very soon. So if you want it to be accessible to where you can just go to the store and pick it up, keep an eye out for when it launches in these stores. Here's a PR package that I was like freaking out when I first opened it, and I did not know what to do with myself. Yes, Miss Ma'am, Huda Beauty sent me another PR package, and if you are all over social media, then you would have seen this. Oh my gosh, this baby. You guys know I'm a sucker for black, and do you see this? So I am going to show you all of the items that were sent in the PR package. I did film a short with it already. I tried the powder so I can give you a little bit of feedback, but to say I did a wear test and all of that, no, I did more of like a first impressions for myself. I didn't even record it. Pero mira, look how cute. And it's like a hard shell, and it says Huda, which is awesome. All right, so as part of the PR package, they sent me 2 more easy bakes. They sent me cupcake and then also peach pie. These are not, let me show you, these are not the duos. See, the duos have like 2 different powders within it, and then you can mix and match, or you can use each powder individually. This one is like their easy bake, but the original, just in like updated packaging, which is great because I didn't have the one with the updated packaging, and it has a little mesh. I just have to expose it and you're good to go. So this one is in cupcake. I love the new packaging, by the way. I already had cupcake peach pie, the strawberry one, banana bread. Like, I love Huda Beauty powders. This one here is peach pie. It's a frosted component, so you don't necessarily like fully see, you know what I mean? Like the color, it's like a light peach. Anyway, you don't need to see the full color because I'm going to show you the new powders in a second. FYI, Huda is such a sweetheart. Not only did she, upside down, include hair clips again, which these are so cute. I keep these silver ones and I actually use them a lot. So now I have black ones. You'll know how I am with the color black. And then she sent over 2 of these little puffs. Now these are actually pretty different. As you can see, I told you guys, like, I keep it real. I did test it out and give it a try. These are actually pretty different. So they come in a little case like so. These are their, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it's called. Easy Bake Marshmallow Puff and Sponge. It looks like a regular like powder puff and you'll be like, oh, okay, it's a regular powder puff, but it's not. It comes in a little container that says Huda, which is awesome. And then let me open the clean one. You take it out the box, it's gonna look like this. On this side, it's your regular like velvet sponge. When you turn it over, it feels like a beauty blender instead. I understand the marshmallow puff because you have velvet on one side and the beauty blender type of vibe on the other. It's silky and it's soft. Not silky. Silky is the wrong word. Almost like you're feeling a marshmallow. You see like how different it is? So if you end up getting anything, I promise you, you should totally give this a try because I actually really liked it. It applies the powder under the eye. So much lighter and smoother and prettier than velvet. Although I do love velvet, this one just felt very different. As you guys can see. Let me show you the brand new powders. They are available in 8 shades. They sent me 2 of their shades, which are going to be the shades that would work for me the best. They went ahead and took the individual Easy Bake powders and turned them into pressed. This one here is Banana Bread. Clearly, we have used her. And then this one is Peach Cupcake. It's kind of like a cool tone. You don't get too much warmth within it. It is peachy, kind of like a peach pink light. It's like silk. And yes, I did try both and I do have a favorite, but I am gonna do like a full-on review to like show you guys as it's applying, you know? Here we have Banana Bread, and then this one here is Peach Cupcake. You can tell the tones are very different. Clearly it's very different. I personally loved how brightening the Banana Bread was under my eye. I applied it on the one eye and I was like, espérate que don't like that is insane. The difference was crazy. And then I went in with Peach Cupcake, applied it on the other side. It was very brightening. It looked really pretty, but I kind of liked the Banana Bread side best. Ahora, look at how cute this is. And I was like, what is she? What is she? It's a little kind of like hook keychain situation for your purse. How cute is this? You open it up and then you can stick your sponge in there and then travel with her. How fun is that, right? I love that she like thinks of everything and then adds some extras that are super fun, super cute, and like girly at the same time. And then I saw this, right? And then I see it says Banana Bread Easy Bake Pressed Phone Grip. And I was like, a phone grip? Hold on. Shut up. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? How cute is this? And then I was like, well, it opens. How fun would that be? And I thought this was like one of those like little like toys because there's a powder in there. I thought it was a toy. And then I saw it's not a toy. Your Easy Bake Pressed on the go. How insane is that? Like I was like, and it does come with the cutest little applicator. Huda and her team thinks of everything. It guarantees I'm definitely going to be using this because then that means I don't have to carry a powder everywhere I go. I can just carry this little phone grip. Here I have something that literally got here. Oh my goodness. It got here like just before I got home. Was not expecting a PR package from Smashbox, but I got it and I'm so grateful. And these happen to be their new contour sticks. The question is, did I get them all? Did I get 2 or 3 shades? Which I'm not even mad at. Like, they don't have to send me anything. Packaging, presentation, everything. Stunning. And I love that it's a case that I can put it back in there like to save them so I don't lose them. Ooh, shut up. You guys. What? Palette, brush, contour sticks. Is this a handheld mirror? Let's start off with the brush. I'm excited. Here we have the 2-in-1 contour brush. This is a different but weird kind of brush. This side, we already know, we're familiar with it, right? That shape, we could work with that. I don't always love dual-ended brushes. It kind of depends. What is this? And I'm not gonna lie, yes, makeup artist. I know formulas, I know how to apply, I know how to blend, I know the color wheel. I know all of those things. I've done that here before. I've talked to my friends. We've learned a lot here. However, this is, girl, I'm gonna have to like contact them for like a masterclass on how to use this brush, because what? It's literally a rectangular kind of shape with a dome, but it's flat at the top, and that is different. Now, it's not super dense, but it has some density to it. That's cool, but different. This is the contour palette that was featured. The contour is gray enough. Now, it depends on what that's gonna look like on my skin. Let's give her a quick old swatcheroo. The highlight is a matte formula, so you don't have to worry about the highlight being like way too shimmery. The contour is here. I know you can barely see it, but technically contours, if you want them to not be super glam and everyday wearable, that makes sense. It adds a little bit of like depth to the skin, a shadow without being too much, and technically bronzer for every day. When have you seen celebrities that are just gonna go have some coffee and are not glammed up? Insane, intense depth in bronzer. Never really, unless they know paparazzis are gonna be there and they're really gonna like overdo it. But these are shades that would definitely work. You see? Yeah, these shades that actually would work. This is light medium. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play with this. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Let's do their new launch, which is their contour sticks, and I'm struggling to get these out of them. So here are their contour sticks. I did get 2 shades. They sent over the shade medium, which is my go-to shade, and then the shade light. Oh, that's good. Medium is good. Medium is good. Light is at the bottom, medium is at the top, and you guys, I can actually use both of these. I can use medium as a bronzer and then light as a contour. Do you see how it's not super warm? It's not yellow, it's not pink. It has a gray undertone. That's what we're looking for. By the way, it's super creamy and very pigmented. I love that I'm coming up with this whole let's go back to like doing individual reviews, because I want to show you guys how to actually use it. And then they sent this, and it looks like a wheel, but why do you look like a wheel? How cute. Okay, so it's gonna turn on and stay on whenever you are using it, and then when you close it, it turns off. Girl, I got hella like fingerprints on there, but that is absolutely cool and fun, and I'm so grateful because I was not expecting that. And I got a mirror, like what? Okay, and then last but not least, Morphe sent me their butter collection. I already unboxed it. I did open it. I filmed the whole process. Girl, that box was big and it literally looked like butter. If you don't follow me on socials, you absolutely need to. That's gonna go up soon. It's gonna go up as a TikTok, an Instagram Reels, and a YouTube Shorts, because I had fun filming that. The Morphe butter collection, because they gave me a box of butter, which is so fun to say, features their buttery blends brushes. You're gonna get all of these, and yes, this too will be featured like in a video. I will be using brushes to apply them, product on the skin and stuff. But this 4-piece kit is going to include these 4 brushes. Now remember the Smashbox brush that I told you, like, oh, I've tried something like that similar before, or I've had something similar like that before. Very similar, except it's not gonna be dual-ended. I'm very curious about this fluffy one, but here we have this 4-piece set. I love the color of the handles too. Here's a fun brush. Now this is not the most super unique brush ever. It Cosmetics did launch their brush similar to this, I want to say early to mid last year. I'm lying, it was like early, like around springtime. Well, now Morphe has one available, fairly similar. It's just packaging is a little different. The butter collection also features these 3 brushes, which are sold individually. They're all sold separately, so you would have to order one of each if you wanted all 3. But the shape of this one is nice. This one's a big fluffy kind of buffing brush, which is awesome. And this one over here reminds me of like an old school like MAC one that I used to have. See how rounded it is? It's great for foundation too. Mainly for foundation actually, because look, it buffs everything in such a pretty way. They also sent these, which honestly, I thought one of them was gonna be a soap, and I was like, yes, we can totally use a soap with all these new brushes, but no, it's a 3-piece set. So all these 3 pieces are gonna come in here. A beauty sponge, It's a shape that we already know. That's what she's going to look like. I'm not gonna lie, it's not like my favorite shape, but it is very soft. It has like a nice little bounce to it, and it's not even wet yet, so it's gonna get a little bigger. And girl, when you need a beauty sponge and this is all you have, you're going to use it. And Morphe wouldn't like launch a beauty sponge that's like no bueno, you know what I mean? The trio kit also features a little powder proof. It's really nice and fluffy, but then it has a case, which is crazy, for your powder puff, and it's like a silicone one, so you just go ahead and pop the baby in. And it does say Morphe. Girl, I told you it was a lot, okay? And then last but not least, we have this little kit here, which you can see the Morphe name on it a little better. It is like a silicone, which is really nice, so it's nice and flexible, and it has a heavy duty, chunky zipper. But inside, I love this because you can put more than just the little brushes. You can put like a little compact in the hair if you needed to, some eyeshadows, your little contour sticks by Smashbox. It's a cute little, very flexible makeup bag. But then they feature within the bag some travel brushes, 3 face brushes, and then 3 eye brushes, which one of them technically is not an eye brush, it's for the eyebrow, but technically eyebrow, eye, so whatever. You're gonna get all of these, and it is a cute little 6-piece brush set along with the bag. Morphe went all out with this collection, and I was thinking back, like, when was the last time I bought or owned Morphe brushes? And it's been a few years, but last year Morphe kind of stole my heart with several of their products, and I mean, they're really killing it with their launches, and I'm really curious to see what else they're gonna be launching soon, so we shall see. Okay, that was a lot, but it was so much fun. I want to hear what you guys are most curious about. Like, what video should I do first? Like, first review video on any of these. Which one should be the first? Should it be Huda? Should it be the Morphe? The ColourPop eyebrow pencils and like their gel? Just let me know in the comments. If you're still here, that means you made it all the way through and you are a real one, so I really, really appreciate you. If you haven't seen my most recent videos, I know a lot of people are not getting notifications. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube, but I am listing a few videos in the description box, which are my most recent, just in case you missed them, so you can go click, binge, watch, and enjoy. Remember, I am gonna link a lot of these products in the description box, so long that if the link is available, I will list and link them for you to make it easier for you to go over and like find them over on the interwebs. And look, you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is gonna go ahead and recommend 2 videos here on screen they believe you're really gonna enjoy. So I hope you consider checking them out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.